lies before me.
Inside the city. You said you'd do whatever it takes.
I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
Why don't you find it different if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell?
What's up for
At least we
discussion?
have a bed.
Worst that could happen is one of those steel...
Can't talk just now, sorry.
Let me have a little peace and quiet, won't you?
Come on, open up. Better not be cursed. Looks empty.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Time to push my luck again. Come on, can't stay idle.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
There is work to do.
Salutations.
I'd love to, thanks.
I applaud your taste.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Lost in thought.
No time to rest. Never wanted the easy path.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail.
Something's on my mind.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
The worst that can happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the dirt.
You're such a scaredy cat. Ever wanted to meet the most cowardly dragonborn in the realms? I fell for the blockhead.
I'm not scared of the authorities. But it would be stupid to pick a fight with the fist, right? There's no point arguing with the guards. We're not getting past that checkpoint without the right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. Said you'd do whatever it takes.
That was before I saw the giant metal monsters guarding the checkpoint.
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell?
Do not, under any circumstances, employ Sword Course couriers. Their service is appalling.
Do me a favour. Box my ears in. I can't listen to any more whining about missing letters.
Forgive me, but I must attend to my friend. She's most upset about the post.
Get us inside the city. You said you'd do whatever it takes.
Complaining to me. Why don't you find a different door?
The corpse does not respond.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
All right, what now? Have to keep going.
I'm ready.
What am I to do?
Best get going. Can't slow down.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Is that blood? No, never mind. That might be worth a look.
Something over there.
Breathe deep and move. Dog.
What's that?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I've got a long road ahead. Should mind my step.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise. Two days just to get hold of a still watcher optic module. And for what? Waste of time we don't have.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. now let me get back to it.
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Warbrin will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
Still trying to calm down a bit. Talk to Warbrin, would you?
I shouldn't say anything to you until you've spoken to Warbrin. He's very... particular.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch, they're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. Perhaps. All the more reason to get rid of them. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
I have something to ask.
Those things are terrifying. If someone hadn't been there. But they were. And I'm here now. I'm safe. I will be. But thank you for asking. I just want to be useful, but I'm not as good at this as the others. But I'll get better.
Thank Gerdel we escaped that bloody Steel Watcher. No thanks to you. We did, but we very nearly didn't. Everything's lining up for the Iron Hands, though. Wulbren's about to put his grand plan into action. It's necessary. Besides, Wulbren wouldn't let anyone innocent get hurt. I need a moment. Sorry.
Anything of use?
You'll be getting a mouthful of sparks at this rate. Unless you've got any decent metal on you, I'm not interested.
Keep your stubby sausage fingers away from my instruments, Sally Hoon. I don't have time to replace them.
I bet it's lovely strolling around not worrying about getting squished by a Steel Watcher, hmm?
Gonna help us clear those Watchers from the streets? You're joking, right? That thing's one of a kind. Don't screw this up.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
They let in another horde of refugees this morning. When's it gonna stop?
What do you want now? Been poking around downstairs, have you? Well, I've got nothing to hide. Those gnomes are victims. They've spent years in exile, no forge to call their own, all because of some ancient bloody grudge. The Gondians think they're the only ones fit to swing a hammer round here. They're wrong. One day they'll learn that the hard way. Until that happens, I'll give those iron hands a roof over their heads. Nothing wrong with it. Now, clear off. If you want anything else, go to the shop. I've got work to do. What do you want now? Then go down to the bloody shop. I've got work to do.
Easing to sleep indoors.
I think that's what they call them a non-believer.
What do you remember? I saw a hairstyle.
Oh, bloody dogs.
I'm sure you won't stop tearing up. Have patience.
Would everyone please stop going on about the Absolute's army? Lord Gortash is going to sort it all out. You'll see.
Mummy keeps talking about some army, but she won't tell me anything about it. I'm not a baby.
The Absolute Army is on our doorstep. You want to live? Get out of here before it's too late.
A few days in a jail cell any day now. At least we'll have a bed. Stop fretting. The Steelwatchers will stop today.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Martha?
When you prove yourself not to be an incompetent idiot.
Ah, I see. Maybe next 10 day, then. Hi. Yeah, I'm caring for the courier dogs. Mahia's my boss. She's mean, but Dad says she'll toughen me up. She's an educator. She says if somebody doesn't listen, shout louder. And if they still don't listen, fetch the rod.
Dringo, get back to work. And you, what do you want? This is a private yard. It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess. They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders, read maps, and protect their deliveries with their lives. They're worth more than their weight in gold.
The dog stands to attention, sternly ignoring you.
inside the city.
The dog is silent and tense.
I know. Sweetie, we will be safe in the wilds. All right? I know, sweetie. We will be safe in the wilds. I don't care how big they are. I'll give them peace of mind. In the name of the Fire One, have mercy. Still means dead. Flame of passion.
Ah! Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you.
Great headline.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
right papers.
You promised you'd get us inside the city. You said you'd do whatever it takes.
Why don't you find a
Before I
different
saw the
delivery
giant
service?
little monsters guarding the checkpoint.
If the sword goes
What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? At least we'd have a bed.
Have a lot on my mind, and, well, in it. Always room for more.
And let them marshal all their strength against us. I do not like our chances.
They need to be wiped out. Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
If we fail, who will stand between them and the innocent?
Cazador's nest of
If we do
servants
nothing,
must be
the innocent
exterminated.
will suffer just the same.
Nothing less.
We have no good choices.
Children still live. What will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
What if this is it for our people? What if this is the end?
Then we should end it on our terms, not hiding in fear.
Forgive me. I know tears will not bring our children back.
There is nothing to forgive. It is only right to warn.
We shed tears today, so we may shed blood.
I'll destroy
tomorrow.
every last bloodsucker. I swear it.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
There are so few of us left.
Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are stronger than ever.
As long as we stand together, we can never be truly broken.
We cannot rush into their claws again. Another defeat will wipe us out.
They need to be wiped out and exterminated. Nothing less will do.
Wait for the vampires to strike here.
Who will stand
And let them
between
marshal
them
all their
and
strength
the
against
innocent?
us. I do not like our chances.
If we do nothing, the innocent will suffer just the same. You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have other things on his mind.
Spread like locusts.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. We underestimated an enemy, much like I underestimated you and your vampiric companion. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. They could not.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me. Those who have left us will be celebrated, not mourned. They died well, after all.
As we all hoped to. And this is the one I spoke of, my lady. The stranger I met while hunting the spawn. And they went on to kill the undying General Thorm. If the rumors are true.
A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies. There are so few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share.
It is good to have you with us. There is something rotten at the heart of this city. And it needs purging.
We can do nothing for you here. All that is left is to face the beast, Cazador.
We are begging help from you, an outsider. I would follow Ulmer to the Hells and back, but this does not feel right.
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
I pray you will succeed where we failed. Exterminate every last vampire parasite.
We will have to act for all our...
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
No screaming children. No laughter. No scolding words. There is only silence and pain. I know tears will not bring our children back.
There is nothing to it is only right.
Another defeat will wipe us out. Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
You remember that spiced apple loaf we had in Warty? The big one.
What's that?
Shut it! Scavenge wherever you can on this mess. We'll make something out of it.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals. Bloody savages, a lot of them.
We're as desperate as the rest of these We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
Back off! I found these apples first.
The state of this cart. What were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
They just lined up and taken their fair shares. We've had plenty for everyone.
Let's have a look. If won't get us fed and watered.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd wait around.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now. Some goblin cultists were about to stumble on where those two bright boys were hiding. So I just kind of drew their attention. The bright boys got away, but I took a hit killing those gobbos. And it's taken its time healing. Thanks for asking, though.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? Well, I was going to sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the Gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talked some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharess's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
I apologise for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
What was that, my dear?
Nothing, darling.
No, I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
The dog seems wary, sniffing you intently. The dog sniffs your hand and seems more at ease.
If you've never had a hound yourself, I'd highly recommend it. Does wonders to distract from this horrible absolute business.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
Oh, to be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
I wish the cult hadn't burnt our farm then. At least we got the Scotty out that burning barn.
Just a little singe, eh, Scotty?
Lord on the rack, give me patience. These protesters keep harassing the refugees. It's horrid. I just hope the Ilmater Temple opens up aid again soon. We need their help here.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
So don't...
Young lady, Shadowheart, a word if you...
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form of doing so, after all.
Between you and me, I don't think there are enough flaming fists here for these refugees.
Oh, no. You misunderstand. I mean, anyone could be among these refugees. Us Baldurians can't feel safe with so many of them roaming about without proper supervision.
Let's hope Archduke Gortash can make a difference.
You see them over there? Refugees? Ha! Naught but a cover. I know what they really are. Dyed-in-the-wool agents of the Absolute. Mark my words. There's probably only a handful of rotten apples among them. Or, you know what they say about rot? It spreads quickly. Ruins the whole bunch.
Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The flaming fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. You're a true Baldurian, I can tell. You must understand why we need to keep these strays out of our city. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere. They're beggars and criminals, and we won't have them. Coddling these vagabonds and don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
If you want to chat, talk to Nestor. I like my personal space.
Donations?
Food, sundries, gold. These poor refugee sods need all the help they can get. Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
I hear you've been given permission to be here. Don't disappoint me.
Out of sight, out of mind. Can't keep me out.
Careful. There's a trap here. Better be cautious.
Can you please give me a hug? Bet your arms would be so snug.
Well, so much for peace.
Bye forever, pal.
Nothing important is ever easy. Need to find a way forward.
hear me recite their demise.
Can't even catch my breath. Still on my feet. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Let's go. Heading out.
Emperor.
One can't always be a gentleman. Shall be done.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
What should I do?
Blood comes easy these days.
Concentrate.
What now?
Can't afford to let up.
Where do I go from here?
I'm ready.
Never a dull moment. can't slow down.
Now this is my happy place. In position.
I don't fancy their chances. Knight to King 5.
Moving.
Tactical.
Survival is all that matters. Very well.
Tale for the ages. Gone with the weave.
May it please, Mistra.
Heading there.
Jimmy on the go.
Nothing will stand in my way. Another step forward.
Impero. With ease.
Got to move.
I've got it.
No choice but to keep going. At the ready.
Pawn to cleric 4.
You have anything you want for supper. moving.
I won't give in. One day, I'll catch a break.
Aye, aye.
Victory is assured. Good move.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these.
Never a dull moment.
Ready and willing.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
At least things have stayed interesting. Light on my feet. Always at your side.
Soldier, my engine. It hurts. I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I knew it could. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. With this heat going, I can't spare the energy to think. I just want to enjoy whatever's left of this life of mine. Anyway, it could be worse. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, with who I'm meant to be with. How many people can say that?
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Seems simple enough.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketherick's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An Elder Brain enslaved is one thing. An Elder Brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. Trying to guard us. The brain is restless, but I am distracted, and my lack of focus is endangering us. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way you're thinking of. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people. You have shown me great empathy. We are closer now. Close enough, I hope, that I can ask you to reconsider your position regarding your physical form. I know it is no easy choice for you, but we will have a far better time ridding the city of Gortash if you accept just a touch of illithidness. Not to mention the Elder Brain itself. Our chances against it greatly improve the more illithid we both are. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
his crate?
I don't
Final
know.
point.
Lunch?
And I'm sure the men at
Nah. Valuables.
You're it! Try and catch me!
Refugees can't stay here in Remington. A danger to all of us.
That's an order.
You see the city? Up on the hill.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians.
No, we pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
You'll be in a big, cozy bed soon.
Anything you want for supper? All the treats your tummy can handle.
Direct me.
Stay here in Remington. A danger to all of us.
Got diseases. And any one of them could be a spy for the Absolute.
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us?
There's no time to waste.
I'm not paid to debate
Pay taxes for you to protect us, not these intruders.
I'm paid to take down so don't
And don't give a rat's arse about honest citizens.
Can't give up now. No one back home will ever believe this. Need to find a way forward.
You again. Did you need something? How do you... Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
Oh, I will. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.